Hey everybody, I'm Adam and welcome to another show this evening. Saturday, Manchester United played yesterday. All the other Premier League teams are currently playing right now. We are going to be covering the game between Chelsea and Aston Villa later on as well, everyone. But first of all, I want to talk about the changes at Manchester United and whether internally they have been brought upon Ruben Amorim by discussions with the club. An interesting conversation that was had on Talk of the Devils with Andy Mitten of The Athletic. I want to get your thoughts on this, so please do get into the comments section. Give me your thoughts on what you think has changed the most at Manchester United. I'm also going to bring up what Ruben Amorim also said around changes at Manchester United regarding this formation. There has clearly been a shift, whether it's a shift in power, whether it's somebody telling Ruben Amorim what to do and telling him that he needs to change, whether his job is on the line. We can go that far if you want to. I don't think it's at that stage, I'm going to be honest. I think this board is right behind Ruben Amorim at the moment, but something or someone has switched. Ruben is playing a big part here in this switch because he's in charge of the reins, and he can make these choices on where he wants Manchester United to go and where he wants Manchester United to be. That's his vision. But what Andy Mitten said is very interesting, I feel, and I think it's key in this whole conversation about where Ruben is with this current group of players, because he's getting a response. I think I've been sat there several occasions now. We've done the watch-alongs. I've been at the stadium. We've seen it again last night that these players believe in what Ruben Amorim is telling them. They are learning what Ruben Amorim is telling them. Just go back to Aidan Heaven's interview last night after that game and that starring performance from him at the back against Newcastle, when he said that this manager coaches us several different formations. There is no excuse for these players here right now. Manchester United's power from behind Ruben Amorim, I think, is also having an influence on these players. We're not going to get this manager sacked. He's already got rid of 2 academy players in Rashford and Garnacho, the saviours of Manchester United and the leading lights, and replaced them with proven professional footballers, the likes of Mbumo and Matthias Cunha. If you are not going to put the right amount of effort in, you're out of the football club. No matter who you are, how long you've been here, what wage packet you're on, or what's on the back of your shirt, you're gone. I think that has definitely helped Ruben Amorim with this. And a lot has come from that actual moment when Sir Jim Radcliffe came out and backed Ruben. But I feel like there's more to this. I think that there's more in this. And what Andy Mitten was saying was definitely key in everything that's actually going on now at Manchester United. I think it's massive that within the club, discussions have been had. And Andy Mitten says this, and this is what he said after the Newcastle game on Talk of the Devils, when he said, I think there's been a softening in his handling stance, in his hardline stance, a softening in his hardline stance. We have said this for months. He will change the formation on his terms, and what are his terms? ? He has been forced into it because of injuries. Also, from within the club, there's been a feeling that he will change the formation, definitely. He is the coach, but there are other decision makers. Andy Mitten, the most connected man at Manchester United and probably one of the most connected men in the football media world. We know this. We've talked about Andy Mitten's reports and what he has said a lot on this channel. I have a lot of respect for Andy Mitten and what he's done with the United We Stand fanzine, and then moving into his journalism from travelling the world around following Manchester United. This guy covers more miles than anybody on the planet with the work that he does at this football club, and he's very, very, very well respected by the club and his peers as well within the world of media, sports media, football media, whatever you want to say. And he is saying here within Manchester United, and this is something that we can actually take with seriousness, because Andy Mitten knows a lot of people behind the scenes at Manchester United. There is a clear mission from United to get Manchester United back to the top within the hierarchy. And people there do speak to Andy Mitten. In fact, he managed to get an interview with Sir Jim Radcliffe. Yeah, so when you can get that far and you can speak to Omar Barada, you kind of know that if Andy Mitten says this, then there is somebody saying something behind the scenes and something has happened. And it's that line there. From within the club, there's been a feeling that he will change the formation. Definitely. So is this the plan of the club? Was this discussed with Ruben? Is this just the club telling Andy Mitten that we knew AFCON was coming and we were going to have to change. He says there also that this was forced upon him with injuries. So has Rúben Amorim been forced into this, or has he knowingly changed this because he hasn't got the quality in player? He's spoken recently on a Sky interview saying that he cannot play the formation that he wants. He needs a specific, very specific player to play that way, and he hasn't got that at the moment. He alludes to the fact that he needs another Ahmad cutting in from the left-hand side on his other foot and giving him another option out wide to play the 3-4-3. You cannot replicate what Ahmad is within this squad. Now, Dorgu has stepped up the last few games and he has given us a little bit more. But is that enough? Is that enough for Manchester United going forward? The answer is no. We're looking for new wingers at the moment, and I just don't see his formation working for him. And there has been an adaptation of this system, and it completely changes all of the time. I think we all mentioned the fact that Eddie Howe was spitting absolute nonsense about his time on the pitch with the ball and how the referee let Manchester United off and allowed them to control the game because the ball wasn't in play. This was just Eddie Howe being completely baffled by tactics on the sideline. And I think Rúben Amorim has definitely got into his players. Look, this is not one formation. It's a system which adapts constantly. And he's been going on about this constantly. But what he is doing now, he's learning what his players' capabilities are. He says, and he's alluded to the fact that he's been there a year now. He's learned so much within that year that he has obviously clearly realised where he's had to change. And I think we're now seeing this. We're seeing it on the pitch. We're seeing Manchester United change. The players' attitudes, I think, towards this system have changed. And what's happened behind the scenes, I think, has been absolutely crucial to this as well. Not just in the backing, but clearly there is a football structure there with football people knowing what they're doing. Also having conversations with Ruben. The fact that the manager has actually come out and said that he speaks to the rest of the Manchester United management team on a daily basis. Jason Wilcox has also come out and said he speaks with Ruben in weekly meetings alongside Christopher Vivell and other members of the recruitment team at Manchester United, the academy side of things. Now we're starting to see that, and this was probably planned to see these academy players coming into Manchester United starting lineup at this stage of the season when AFCON was about, maybe not to the severity as where we're at now with the threadbare squad that we've actually got, but this does look like it was part of the plan now. And I do think that Ruben has learnt. And how many times have I said this? Unless Ruben learns, he is going to get the sack at Manchester United. You cannot continue at Manchester United with these results. And he's had to adapt to get these results. And thank God he's done it. They've given him that year. He's seen out that first year. And it's up to him now. We said all along, you're new to the Premier League. This is the first big job that you've actually had in management. You have to start learning now. And if you learn at Manchester United, then you're probably going to be able to be successful at any football club going forward. He wants to be at Man United for a long time. Rúben Amorim has said this as well. But I actually do think now that Ruben's realised he has. And you can actually see how Manchester United players have, it's not just warm to him. I think they like him anyway. I think he's a good manager, a good coach. But you can see it on the pitch. You can see them players giving more. And the responsibility that them players took with no Bruno Fernandes, no Mason Mount, Mbeumo, Ahmad, big players, Maguire, De Ligt, like we've been speaking about. Without them players in the squad, for that team to step up, that squad to step up, it just feels like, and look, this isn't anywhere near the Manchester United of old, but what Manchester United of old used to always have was that squad of players that felt like they were part of what was going on. I think Ruben's now starting to get that, and he's starting to actually get through to these players. And that's the point I wanted to make in this video. I wanted to just bring that out and get people's opinions. So please do pile into the comment section below, everybody. Make sure you get your thoughts in on what you think of Rúben Amorim, what you think has actually changed. And I'm going to be intrigued. I'm going to read through all of these comments later on as well. So I am going to be looking into this and bringing it back up in the morning as well, going off what you guys all say in this video as well. So please do get in there, get your comments in. Also, make sure you give the video a like. Make sure you do subscribe to Forever United TV for all of your updates as well. And yeah, let's enjoy this and let's just get the community in on this subject and then we'll talk about this some more in the morning as well. We are now moving across to the game. We're on Rival Watch right now, everybody. We're going to be watching and keeping an eye on this Aston Villa game here against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So keep your comments coming in when I talk about United and that, and we'll take live comments on this. But I'm going to be making that video separately later. It's going to be going out after this Villa and Chelsea game. So please do get involved in that, everybody. And then I'll bring that back up tomorrow. So let's get involved in this game now. Manchester United, obviously, we got our results yesterday. Now looking at Chelsea, Garnacho watch again. Not really, I'm not really wanting Chelsea to win, but what is the best result here for us in this game between Chelsea and Aston Villa? I mean, honestly, I look at it and I go, I'm not really bothered for either side. But if I'm looking at this, and I want to gauge the conversation now straight away, if there was one team that you want, that, say for instance, there was one team that was going to win this game, and you had to pick one, who would it be out of Chelsea and Villa? I've already said Man United at best are chasing that 4th and 5th place in the league. And I think if anyone is going to win today, we would probably want Aston Villa to beat Chelsea to stop Chelsea's momentum. Chelsea, by the way, now down in 5th as Liverpool have won today. Liverpool scraped past Wolves today, which was just one of them. It was like, seriously? Again, Liverpool scraping over the line and getting them points and just leapfrogging Manchester United. And it's disappointing, but look, I'm not really concerned with Liverpool's form at the moment. It's the results that worry me, and results are everything at the moment. Manchester United pretty much did the same thing with the players that we had available to us last night. I do think that United now are realistically just in points mode. You could say it's survival mode in a way. You could say that that's where United are, but I think we've got a bit more of a case than other teams, like Liverpool anyway, with their squad and what they've got, and Manchester United obviously threadbare with what we've got. I think it's fair to say that we're beyond survival mode. I think we're actually probably the worst paired team for this group of fixtures right now, Manchester United. But we need a little bit of luck along the way, I think. We got a little bit against Newcastle yesterday, but I think we deserved it with the performance. Oh, my days. Cole Palmer straight away, just wide. It's a fight of the 2-10s, isn't it, today, with this one as well. Yeah, that's not the best strike. But yeah, Cole Palmer versus Morgan Rogers. By the way, if you're any England fans in here, who would you pick, Cole Palmer or Morgan Rogers? Let me know in the comment section, everybody. Quick start to this game as well. Villa at it. Oh, you see I mean, it wasn't just Liverpool today. It was bleeding Arsenal as well. They scraped it also. Damn bleeders. Honestly, so many lucky results. But again, it just goes to show, doesn't it? The results are king at the moment, aren't they? Results are massive for every single team right now. And I think we're seeing it from all of the top guns, aren't we? We're seeing it from Arsenal today. I mean, another own goal to win a game for Arsenal. I mean, seriously, how many times? Like, they've scraped over the line against Wolves at home. They've scraped over the line against Brighton today. Brighton were pushing them, but for a absolutely fabulous save by all accounts from David Raya, that could have been 2-2. And us all talking about Arsenal completely bottling their league title charge. City, I don't think were great against Nottingham Forest. A ridiculous decision. By the way, did anyone see the Morgan Rogers foul that Sean Dyche was talking about? Probably, if I'm going to be honest, like, if you was the team that the foul was committed against, you'd be angry. If you're the one that committed the foul, you're probably going to be angry as well if it was given against you. But them fouls are always given in the box. Anyone who's grappling off the ball or pushing players to the floor, they always get pulled up. For some reason, the one against Nottingham Forest today didn't get pulled up. Palmer's definitely pulling strings. Early doors there, it is all Chelsea in this one. Get into the comment section and let me know who you want to win as well in this one as well. Robbie, welcome in there, mate. Thank you for the super chat, my man. We need 2 defensive midfielders. We need at least 1 and an 8 or a hybrid of both. Something like that. That's what Man United need right now. We just need that depth in there. But overall, from that game yesterday as well, and if you are a United fan in the house with us right now, then give me your player of the match yesterday, because there's a bit of debate. Like, some people say Leacher on his first game back, obviously Aiden Heaven. Some people saying that Patrick Dorgu deserved man of the match yesterday. Who was it? I mean, Dorgu was the match winner. That is a great ball. Unlucky there, good defending. But here come Chelsea with what kid? This is a great chance. Rodgers, is this moment? No, he's ballsed it up. Good defending there from Chelsea. Robbie again in the chat says, I am fine with 3-4-3. Are you now? Okay. You just want to put them 2 masters of their trade in the central midfield then, yes. Paul in the chat says, we've always been behind Amorim from the beginning. We just need to be patient and stick with it. The adaptation of the formation is going to keep Ruben Amorim in this job. He has got players that he is going to be able to use. The most interesting one for Ruben, I think, is going to be the Kobbie Mainoo coming back from injury. How much he plays, and if he feels like, if Ruben feels that is, like Kobbie Mainoo has got the bit between his teeth and he's worth actually investing the time in again. He's alluded to the fact that he is going to play Kobbie Mainoo. And let's be honest, my opinion of Kobbie Mainoo, it's a great ball from Garnacho. It's well defended again from Aston Villa. Villa are seriously under the cosh at the moment and playing full-on counter-attacking football. It's going to be an interesting game, this one. No, back to Kobbie Mainoo again. I actually feel like Kobbie right now, I think, will be used, and we need him. We desperately need him. We need another body in that midfield. We cannot keep relying on the likes of Jack Fletcher to come in. As much as I love that, we are literally down to the bones, and there's only so much that these midfielders, or these academy players, sorry, can take. And I said this morning, I said, if you haven't listened to the interview of Jack Fletcher with MUTV yet after the game, just go and listen to it. A man there, I say man, because the way he talked, feet firmly on the ground, not getting carried away with anything. And I think he's probably going to be one of them players that has realised that this is a level too far now at this stage, needs more development. But the fact that he acknowledges it, and he was picking out certain players from Newcastle that he was up against and how difficult it was, I think that's a really good sign for us, that. And it just goes to show that these academy players now are being coached and taught the right things at Manchester United. And that issue that I had before with how the academy has been run, and now we've lauded these academy players up, I just think we've got them in the right, sort of mind frame now as to go forward. Loads of comments piling in. Absolutely love this. Keep them coming in, everybody. Anthony says, Heaven or Dorgu, for me, Adam Leacher, good shout as well in terms of man of the match yesterday. Adam, he almost threw it away. Was that Christopher talking about Ruben? The substitutes I had a problem with yesterday. We can talk about them if you want. There's a lot of people have been going online. I've seen a lot of short form content creators talking about Manchester United's substitutes, Ruben Amorim, and him, like what Christopher says there, almost throwing the game away. Did he? Were the substitutes warranted at that point? I had an issue with the Casemiro and Sesko one. I didn't agree with them at all. I did not agree with them. Mason Mount was brought off because he was injured or has got a knock. We have to bring him off. Get that completely. Totally get that. Euro for Casemiro made 0 sense. 0 sense to me. And I said the same things last night. I said the same things on this morning show as well. That one made absolutely 0 sense to me. And I just think that he upset the balance too much in one go there. When the game didn't need it, I thought. Dirksey, I've already said my piece on him. He is waiting for Manchester United to call it a day for him. If United give him the green light, he's off to Roma this month. But no decision is going to be made until, obviously, until the actual AFCON is finished. And then you're looking at, obviously, Kobbie Mainoo's situation. I would be absolutely amazed if Kobbie Mainoo is now allowed to leave Manchester United. There's no chance that he's going. Just coming up to 10 minutes in this game, and yeah, nothing in it really. No real shots on goal apart from Cole Palmer's earlier on. So, in terms of rival watch today so far, I'm happy with a draw on this one. It just stops both teams moving away. Honestly, I don't think United can make third in the league, but chasing fourth and fifth positions down is definitely something that we need to be looking at. And if anything, I think Chelsea are looking the weaker of these two sides at the moment. So I would like Chelsea to drop even more out of the two of these. Adam, is there truth in the rumours we're in for Manu Kone from Roma? What are your thoughts on him? I've seen this report, and it's come from an Italian journalist who I don't actually know. I read the report on Gimme Sport earlier on regarding this, and I don't know enough. Manchester United are open and are looking to buy two midfielders. I don't think he's one of them, mate, honestly. I think United probably have got an eye on him and might be looking at him. But for me, no, and no. I'm not going to go for anybody like that or of that quality until we know we definitely cannot get the bigger and better players. And that's no disrespect to him either, but Elliot Anderson is better. Carlos Baleba, I would say, is better. And I would also say, obviously, Adam Wharton is better. If United can make Champions League football, then we are going to be looking at getting them players. So save the money for them. And there's definitely no chance Man United are going to buy him in January either, is what I know anyway from what I've read. Dangerous free kick here for Chelsea. Out on the right-hand side, it's going to be an in-swinger coming in here. This is good chance here for Chelsea, actually. Oh, it's so poor. I hate players. I hate it when Bruno does that as well. When he tries to fizz it in and completely shanks it and it doesn't get above 4 foot off the ground, right into the first defender. So annoying. So annoying. Sub scared the life out of me last night, but we have next to nothing on the bench. Casemiro and Shaw raised a few eyebrows for sure. I thought I like the substitutes later on. I just thought, yeah, maybe not this early. I didn't think he needed to change it so early. Actually, when you at the ground was at the ground, Dirksey had a shot that smashed against the bar. And literally, all you could see on the sideline was Ruben Amorim ushering the substitutes back, like something drastic had happened, and he'd made a decision there on the spot. Now, we know he's instinctive. We know that he reacts. He doesn't waste time, really, in making changes, Ruben Amorim. It's just the changes that he makes. I just didn't understand what Xerxes was going to bring that Sesko couldn't. And Xerxes' attitude compared to Sesko's is night and day. Now, obviously, Xerxes been put out of place, not happy. I get that. I get that he's a little bit disgruntled and he's feeling like he's been put out a bit. Sesko's obviously just arrived and he's looking to impress. So the attitudes are obviously different. And I think Xerxes has had a bad rap from a lot of people. But my point on Xerxes yesterday was his attitude off the ball was absolutely appalling. We needed more from him in that game yesterday, and he just wasn't up for giving it. And the crowd and people in there were definitely cottoned on to the fact that he wasn't with it yesterday. He just wasn't there. James is in the house as well. Hello, James. People not at the game may not have seen it because of camera angles, etc. But Xerxes' body language and effort was awful from a Manchester United player. James has said the same thing last night. And again, it just really disappointed me. Because I do like Xerxes. I do think he's got something. But when you're at that stage of your Man United career and you're being used like this in such a key moment in the game, surely as a professional footballer, you cotton onto that and you go, he's just giving me a chance here. He has just thrown me a big opportunity here, Ruben Amorim, and he absolutely still up the wall. He like he wasn't bothered. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I expected so much more from him. But it was that. That was the big issue for me. Joshua Zirkzee's attitude. Now, I know he's got limitations. You can argue that Sesko probably wasn't much better, but I actually thought he was. I'm just looking at this where people might argue the point here with this, with Zirkzee over Sesko. There was no need for the substitution. There really wasn't. It was too early. If that substitution had come 15 minutes later, I might have understood it a little bit more because Sesko might have been tiring, but Sesko wasn't tiring for me. I think he was still occupying that Chelsea backline and causing problems, and that was proven in the shot that smashed against the bar. If that goes in, that pretty much is game over, and no one's really stressing. I've just seen Morgan Rogers throw Cucurella to the floor there in this Chelsea game. Now, I don't like Morgan Rogers because of what he did to us. I still think he's a great player. But Morgan Rogers can do that to Cucurella all day long, every single day of the week, twice on a Sunday if he wants as well, because I don't like Cucurella. He's on my hit list. He's one of my hate players. You know, the ones that everyone's got that just wind you up rotten. Like, honestly, he is there, and he's always going to be there, that guy. God, if it's for Spain, if it's for Chelsea, can't stand the man, honestly. See what else we got in the comment section here. I love these rival watches because we get to have a bit more of an open conversation as well. Markash, make sure that you email me as well. I can see you in the chat there. We did a draw on Big Up this morning. You have won one of the prizes, mate. So please do email me. Go across to Big Up, mate. You'll see it on the main page, like the main page where we have the open chat throughout the day, 24-hour chats. That there is where I've posted how you get in touch with me to grab your code to get your prize, mate. So make sure that you do get on there as well, mate. I just seen you in the chat there. He also says, I like Sesko. Thought he was having a good game. He was keeping Newcastle busy. In that first 2 minutes, Mount could have passed to Sesko on the edge of the box. We were not looking for our striker. I remember the moment, actually, mate. We did create a chance from that still, so I don't want to go in on Mason Mount and his decision-making because it's been on point recently, hasn't it? So, yeah, I do like Mason Mount in this team at the moment. And I said it before. I said Mason Mount right now is more important than Brian Mbeumo for Manchester United. The big shout, I know, but this guy, from where Mbeumo left off, I would take Mason Mount in the team ahead of him at the moment. Just off performances alone, because Mbeumo's dropped off. I know he'll come back. He's a top player. So I know it. Palmer, Garnacho. Oh, it's got to be Enzo. Must be. Oh, how's he missed that? Enzo Fernandez. All he had to do was curl it on target there. Good work from Cole Palmer. Lays it across to the left to Garnacho, who makes the right decision, actually. Tees it up on the edge of the 18-yard box with Enzo and the full goal to aim at. A few players in the way, but that curling effort has to be on target. About a foot wide of the post. That would be 1-0 to Chelsea, and they probably deserve that for the early stages of this game. It's actually been an all right start from Chelsea. But obviously, Villa are very dangerous, as we know. Counter-attacking football, I think, from them is going to play a big part in this game today as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one to call in terms of the actual results. Chelsea on top at the moment, home advantage, you'd expect that. But you've always got that feeling that Chelsea are just, that Villa are going to just pull the trigger. Bang, where we go. That midfield of Aston Villa's, I couldn't believe how poor Villa were against United, you know. They were off it. Like, we played well, but Villa were really, really bad in that game. Really bad. Another good cross from Chelsea there. They are actually well and truly on top here. There's a head injury. I don't know why the ref has not stopped it. There's a head injury inside the 6-yard box here. I think it's Lindelof. Oh, no, it's Matty Cash. I don't know why the ref's not stopped that there. Good cross from Neto. He's fizzed it across. I mean, it wasn't a foul. I think he's got a bit of whiplash there. Matty Cash whiplash. Sort of flung his head at it, and as he landed as well, his shoulders have gone back and his head's gone back as well and hit the deck. So can't really blame the referee there because there was no contact from any Chelsea player. But they are supposed to still stop it. Get some more comments in. As I said this morning, Xerxes just couldn't be asked. Could see that from the off, says Gems. Red Date says Xerxes would bring a bouncing hair to the pitch. Sesko couldn't provide. I'll get that one. Bouncing hair to the pitch. Sesko couldn't provide. No idea what that means, but if it is to something that Xerxes could do that Sesko can't, I thought Sesko was playing well. I really could. Sorry if I didn't get the joke. Football Cartoons says, I think we should scout more on Igor Thiago, not only because he has less hair, but he also can score goals. Good player Caicedo, shot blocks, that was on target. Oh, Palmer, blocked. Garnacho's turn. Is he going to have a shot? No, makes the right call. Enzo, edge of the box, it's too tight. Palmer loses it, and Rodgers is on his own with no one there with him. That's being dragged all over the place here in this early doors. I think the foul on the edge of the box here, but Chelsea's intensity is hitting Aston Villa hard here. Chelsea are doing a lot of what Man United did. They're winning the ball quite high up the pitch here. It's like what James was saying when we was doing the watch-along against Aston Villa last week, saying that Unai Emery will just not go long. He will always try and pass the ball out. And when they are taken out there by Enzo, it's just an example of how physical and how intense Chelsea are playing right now. Everything is being won in and around that 30-yard mark away from the Villa goal right now. It's very similar to what United did. Steve says, I'm sure Xerxes a good lad, but I'm sure he knows it's time up at United. He's just waiting to leave and move on. Good luck to him. Yep, good luck. In fact, Ben Jacobs was talking today and said that Joshua Xerxes and his representatives are... Oh no, almost for Villa there. Him and his representatives are waiting for the go-ahead from Manchester United. David Ornstein also said there is a link. There's nothing concrete in terms of United's decision yet, though. But that is never going to happen. Xerxes is not going anywhere until AFCON. Villa, Buendia. Oh! Couldn't get his foot around it. Had a bit too much fizz on it. Best opportunity so far for Aston Villa. Chelsea looking a lot more stable with Enzo and Moises Caicedo in the middle as well. Garnacho up against Cashier for Chelsea. Pulls it across. Nobody. Game is opened up. Has opened up. In fact, let's bring up the teams up on the screen as well, so we can see them. I've not gone through them that much. I'm just talking about the players and actually who's on the pitch here at the moment. But that's just come up now. 4 attempts to none in favour of Chelsea and 75% possession. That's that intensity that I was talking about early doors. So Chelsea's team, just so everybody's aware, Sanchez in goal, Reece James, Trevor Chalobah, Badiashile and Matt Cucurella across the back. Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in the middle. Neto, Palmer and Garnacho are the 3 supporting João Pedro, who I've not even seen touch the ball yet, which is kind of a tell. All of the wide play is winning the game at the moment, and it is from Chelsea in Neto, Garnacho. Got Cole Palmer picking up the pieces in the middle. Just as I say that, Neto again out wide. Looks like another cross coming in. Chance for Chelsea. João Pedro, good save. Emi Martinez, excellent save. Brilliant cross from Neto there. Didn't look like anything or anything significant, but very, very clever. Good run from João Pedro. I did say he's not been in the game. He sneaks in front of Konza, and it hits Martinez in the face, I think. Yep. Right in the mush pot. Just a close-up replay coming in now. Oh, yeah. Right on the snoz. There you go. Proper Home Alone style, that one. Team for Aston Villa, by the way. Emi Martinez, Cash, Konza, Lindelof and Maatsen across the back four. And you've got four in the middle of McGinn, Kamara, Tillemans and Buendia. And then Marlem and Rodgers. No Ollie Watkins tonight for Aston Villa. Starting 11. They're your teams, as you can see on your screen right now. League table tells us that we have dropped a position. We got in 5th, and then the day later, Man United dropped down to 6th again because the Scousers got their win, fortunately for us. To be honest, if Liverpool can't beat Wolves at home, then I'd give up as a Liverpool fan. But that's twice now. And this is just a warning sign for Manchester United. Wolves, away from home, seem to be a different animal. And they have narrowly been beaten by Arsenal and Liverpool now away from home, Wolves. 2-1 in either game and right in both games as well. So warning signs are there. I am not expecting an easy game with Manchester United's team that we've got and the squad we've got available against a very, very determined Wolves side at the moment. Chance for Chelsea here. Garnacho's fluffed it. It's come out to James. And then back out to Neto. Good pressure from Chelsea. But cleared away. Tillemans should deal with it. And doesn't. It's coming straight back. This is good from Chelsea. Very good. Very similar to the second half that they had against Newcastle that we watched last week. Seen a lot of Chelsea now this season. Picked up on them with that Newcastle game last week. I would like Villa to go on a bit more of a longer run. I think, obviously, I'm looking at the positions right now. I think United can get that 5th place. I really do. I just don't know who's going to drop out, whether it's going to be Liverpool or Chelsea. At the moment, I would say Liverpool. But we're hitting that halfway mark in the season now, so I think we have to start looking at that league table and start taking it serious. Ant says, Wolves will be a tough match for us, especially with the side we have available. It's definitely not a given 3 points for us. No, we're going to have to graft and grind a result out of Wolves. I don't think it's going to be pretty. Adam, as I said, it was going to be 1-1 last night. Do I get a prize? No, mate, because it was 1-0, Rodders. Sorry, mate. You don't get a prize. But you need to get on to our prediction game over on Big Up, mate. You might get in there. It's amazing that Garnacho has started passing rather than shooting continuously when he has, when he was playing for us. Mark says, Sesko and Cunha can play as forwards. Chiddo up if needs be. We need midfielders. Do we reckon we're going to get a midfielder, though? I'm going to be talking about what David Ornstein said as well tomorrow morning on the morning show and the update. Interesting one on that. Obviously, we'll have a good old debate about that. But sorry, Rodders, mate. I'm just being that hard hand at the moment. I'm doing my Ruben. Got to earn your way in. Got to earn your way into the prize circle, mate. Garnacho's getting a lot of the ball in this game. Got that stupid blonde hair again. Honestly, it does nothing for him. What is it you supposed to have with it? That purple shampoo, is it? Is that the one that brings it down? It sort of like tones it down a little bit, makes it not as like ultraviolet, whatever it is, shiny, blonde. Needs a bit of that. Chelsea's possession right now, absolutely mental. Bring up the stats as well. Garnacho down the left-hand side again. Oh, that's a foul. Cash, that is stupid, mate. Why are you even doing that and diving in there? Garnacho's rolling around like an absolute tit. Yellow card coming out for Cash here. McGinn is actually demonstrating with the referee here because he feels like Cucurella has got him this yellow card. Look at the stats there, though, everybody. 77% possession, 6-0 in shots, 1 on target, of course, but Villa haven't registered an attempt on goal yet. Just watch this back here and see what Cash does. Oof. They slow-mo this one. Be interesting to see where his studs are, whether he's above the ankle or not, but looks like it's just been given as a yellow and a free kick. Dangerous position for Chelsea, but Cash has got to be careful now. Needless. Absolutely. Well, I'd be disappointed if I was Aston Villa. If I was an Aston Villa fan now, I'd be a bit disappointed because they're not in this at all at the moment. And to be 30 minutes in here and not even register an attempt of any sorts, it goes to show you difference in performance levels. Chelsea are miles ahead right now. But then again, still 0-0. And you know what happens? Maresca looks like he's hiding in the stands. He's actually looking under a railing right now. Like a kid who's not got a ticket for the game, looking through the fence and looking through a hole in the fence. Chelsea Stadium, by the way, if you've never been or been inside, or even just outside Stamford Bridge, it looks awkward. Inside's just as bad. Honestly, it's a horrible stadium. It's probably one of the worst in the Premier League, Stamford Bridge. It's absolute crap, honestly. For viewing and just awkwardness, it is bad. I mean, people who go to the games, if there's anyone in the chats, tell me, if you've been Stamford Bridge, where do you rank it? I don't rank it anywhere. Nowhere near the top 10 for me, Stamford Bridge. I know it's an old school ground and people like to say that the old school grounds are the best. This place is not. This place is right at the bottom. Garnacho one-on-one with Cash again. Cross this time. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. No way. How are you not giving that? I think it might be looked at, this. Might be looked at. Looks like Kwanzaa has brought down Gomez there, just on the edge of the 6-yard box. I'll have a look at it again on the replay now, but to me, it looked like, oh no, it was Lindelof. Had to be Lindelof, didn't it? It just looks like, no, it's not going to be a penalty, that. Lindelof's not even looking at the man. They're coming together. Not going to be a penalty, no chance. And it's not been given anyway. By the way, the news on Harry Maguire Reds looks quite good. In contention, back training individually on grass. So the next update we can expect is if Harry has had any training sessions. Neto is absolutely running amok on that side right now. Oh, it's a great cross as well. Teddy Clear out to the edge. Palmer, he plays around him. And Maguire, we're waiting to hear if he gets involved in any first team training or group training now. That's the next step. Neto, cross, cleared away. Villa look like they're missing an outlet. They look like they're missing a centre forward, Villa, right now. Badly. It's just coming back at them every single time at the moment. De Ligt and Maguire coming back is the best thing because our defenders are killing me. Results we really need these two. Give the boys a chance. Reece James just wide. Another effort from Chelsea. They just can't get it on target. No issue with Heaven at the moment and Leacher. Just having Maguire and De Ligt back though as an option is going to be really good for Man United. Even getting them two back in the matchday squad, I think, will be big. What? Cheers for dropping that link in there as well, Rodders, mate. Give me delete. If we get Anderson, give him the armband, says Daz. Not yet. I mean, did everyone watch the rest of the games today? Wanted to ask this question. So, the other top contenders, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, all got 2-1 wins. Are we at that stage of the season where it's just about grinding out results already? Christmas anyway, it's difficult to really play brilliantly all the time. But no one's really impressive at all at the moment. City looked ropey today for me. Arsenal, definitely not. Liverpool, 100% not. I don't think anyone is playing fantastic football at the moment. You could say Villa have been good, but they look off it here today. We're 35 minutes in now, and Villa have still not registered one attempt. It's been the most dominant half of football without anything really happening in terms of troubling the goalkeeper, Martinez, that you're ever going to see. Anacho again. Correa overlap. Corner to Chelsea. Yeah, I'm worrying if I'm a Villa fan right now because this is not going well for them whatsoever. Liverpool, Arsenal and City struggled today, but they all took 3 points, unfortunately. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Game. I was just checking through the fixtures, Manchester United's fixtures. Check this out, everyone. So for us, coming up now, see this corner out from Chelsea first of all. For us right now, oh, it's in! It's in! It's gone right in from the corner. Someone's got a touch on it. Chelsea are 1-0 up. 1-0 Chelsea. I don't know who got the touch. Good corner from James. They're celebrating with Reece James here like it's gone all the way in. Martinez was flapping and Chelsea get what they deserve here. This is not good news for us. Everyone around us is winning when we've won our game. Typical, innit? Nobody drops points when United actually get a win. Just watch it again. Goes in. And no, it's not touched anyone. It's gone right in. Reece James scores from a corner. Let's have a look again. There's 4 players around him in Martinez. He has got 0 protection whatsoever. Watching this back here now. It comes in through an absolute melee of players. Oh, it's gone in off. I think it's João Pedro. It's rolled in off the back of João Pedro's leg, I think, this. Yep, touches his arse cheek and goes in. It's an arse cheek goal. Arse cheek goal. That's definitely a Pedro goal, that. 1-0 to Chelsea. Probably what they deserve. And Aston Villa have got some serious thinking to do. Is it going to be given, though? The ref's looking at this. Is it a foul on Martinez? No, it's been given. It's been given. Villa didn't protect Martinez at all there. That's poor defending from Aston Villa, that. No protection for their goalkeeper. Just before that goal went in, I was just about to start talking about Man United's next few games. So the next 10 fixtures have come up for Manchester United in the Premier League, this is. So check this out. So we've got Wolves coming up this week now. Then it's Leeds United on the 4th of January, 12 o'clock on a Sunday. Then we've got Burnley, which is obviously in the week as well. So it's Burnley at Turf Moor, Manchester City in the derby, Arsenal's away, City at home, it's all in January. And then we've got Fulham right at the end of the month, I think it is. Oh, wait a minute. Chelsea have got 3-on-3. Oh, they've blown it. Yeah, so we've got Arsenal, then Fulham. Fulham at home, Spurs at home, West Ham away, Everton away, and then Crystal Palace at home. It really doesn't matter anymore, does it? We could look at a bunch of fixtures and say United should be picking up X amount of points out of these games. These are easy fixtures. It just doesn't work like that anymore. It doesn't matter who you play. I'm looking at these games and I see people popping them up online all of the time. Look at these games. United now have favourable games. No one would have thought that we would have beaten Crystal Palace. No one would have thought that we'd have beaten Liverpool at Anfield. This is just, McGinn's gone right down the back of Cucurella there. He's done him big time there. He's already wound up with him. He's come right down the back of his Achilles there. Again, full-on wind-up Merchant. There's Caicedo getting involved again. Silly man. Just kicks out at him. No, going back to the games again, the fixtures really don't matter now. I look at Wolves and I think that's a tough game. And they're rock bottom, haven't won a game. There's not even any point. I mean, the ones that you look at is probably the rivalries, like Leeds, City and Arsenal. They're all big games, aren't they? So I'm thinking they're the ones that we're looking out for. Fulham at home, Spurs at home. I got no idea. Could go either way. Fulham are always a tough game for United. Spurs, I've got a better record at Old Trafford now, especially after last season anyway. My God, remember that? That was the baptism of fire for Manuel Ugarte as Van der Ven just sped past him the first few minutes. Embarrassing for United, that game. West Ham away, well, our record there, shocking over the last couple of seasons. Everton away, new stadium. So let's see what comes of that. Another effort on goal from Cole Palmer there. And Crystal Palace at home, they've got that sort of hit on us as well at the moment, haven't they, Crystal Palace? So, yeah, that's not going to be an easy game either. So it doesn't really matter. I just look at him and think, is there... I've just got to watch himself there. Is there any games in that group of fixtures there that United can feel comfortable in winning? With this squad right now, we could win, lose or draw every single one of them games. Bruno Fernandes is supposed to be back by the time we play Arsenal right at the end of the month. And that's when we get the AFCON players back as well. So lots of games to play in between. As it is at the moment, if the AFCON players go all the way, Bruno Fernandes and the three AFCON players are all going to be missing for Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, Manchester City and the FA Cup game with Brighton. We've got 5 more games to survive without our key attacking players in Ahmad Bruno and Mbeumo. They're the main ones. Obviously, Mazraoui's in there as well, but we've got cover at the back at the moment. I'm not as worried about Mazraoui, but it's our attacking players. Mason Mount has to be fit. I'm hoping that news is good news on Mason Mount, and he isn't out for a long period of time. What's happening in the chat? What's everybody saying? We have a bad January, bad March, bad May for fixtures. The other months are fine. There's no fine months, Lawrence. There really isn't, mate. It doesn't matter. You look at the start of... Well, you look at the next 3 games. You've got Wolves who are relegated, and you've got 2 newly promoted sides. Burnley have lost 5 in a row. And Leeds, well, Leeds are newly promoted, but it's Leeds, isn't it? And anything can happen. Just watching the replay back on this, I think that comes off João Pedro. Yeah, Pedro's claiming it. Came off his right arse cheek, I'm telling you. So, Villa look absolutely toothless. Enzo's gone down now. Yep. Battle of the number 10s at the moment is being won by Cole Palmer. Rogers cannot get in the game. Really poor. Enzo is a right. He's another one of them dark arts players, Enzo. Suckered the referee into that one there then. Right, let's see what we've got here. Gregory says, United should take care of their own business one game at a time and we will be fine. We will. We will be fine. When we're looking at the current league table, and you can see it on your screen right there, as it is at the moment, Aston Villa in third are on 36 points. Man United are on 29 points. We're only 3 points off of Chelsea in fourth, Liverpool in fifth, and anything can change. At the moment, I think Manchester United are looking good for the Europa League. I think we need players back and maybe one midfielder bringing in, and I think United can compete for the Champions League. I think that's where United need to be looking. That midfield area. That's got to be a foul, ref. It is. And right on half-time here, Rodgers fouled by Badadashil and stupid. Why are you even doing that there? Villa have done nothing and he's just gifted them a free kick in a really dangerous position here. You've got Tillemans to whip it in. Good headers of the ball. Even Matty Cash could whip this in here. Stupid from Badashil there. I don't know what he's thinking. Honestly, Sanchez has been an absolute spectator in this game so far. Right. Let's see what Villa can conjure up from here. This will probably be the last kick of the half, actually. All that. They've had 0 attempts on target. Imagine if this goes in. Who's that goal given to? My actual scoreboard is ahead of me at the moment. Yeah, the goal did get given to João Pedro. Again, plays it into Sanchez. Chance absolutely wasted. And the ref is blown for half-time, as you can see on your screen right there. So the goal did go down to João Pedro in off his right arse cheek from the corner from Reece James. Chelsea have absolutely battered Villa in that half. 9 shots on goal to Villa's 0. And that's actual shots, never mind shots on target. And that has been as dominant a performance. Chelsea and Enzo Maresca have to be really happy with that there. They've turned up today. Can they do it for the second half? They only did it for one half against Newcastle. Let's remember that as well. Second half, they came out and played because they had to. Goal reversals now. Let's see what Chelsea do in the second half on this one. But that is a shocking half of football for Aston Villa. And maybe that run is going to come to an end today. One game too many. Looking at the league table again there, like we said, like looking down, as you can see on your screen there. I said it this morning, I said it last night. I've been arguing with people on X, Newcastle fans. Eddie Howe, he gets away with absolute murder, doesn't he? And 13th in the league. 13th in the league, 7 defeats. One win in 5. They're the biggest disappointment. Like, to have 1 point more than Spurs, and Spurs are playing absolutely awful at the moment, just shows you where Newcastle are. It is dire form for them. Brighton, the same. No win in 5 for Hertzler. They are plummeting down the table right now. Bournemouth, again, absolutely tonked today by Brentford. They're in 15th now. Bournemouth, I think, have got 1 win in 11 under Iraola. His stock is dropping very, very fast. And looking there, like, Pete, these are managers that people have been saying that Manchester United should get. Just to go through them there. 12th is Brighton with Hertzler. 13 people have said United should be looking at Eddie Howe at one point this season as well. Thomas Frank, we had the whole situation at the start of the season when people were saying that Thomas Frank is a good manager and a good choice for Manchester United. Then you've got Iraola, who everybody wanted. You can't buy a win at the moment, leaking goals for fun. Bournemouth have conceded 33 goals this season. But when you look at Burnley, who are down and out with 12 points, they've only conceded 34. In fact, Wolves have only conceded 39 goals this season. Iraola's Bournemouth have conceded 34. Now, this is when you get investment right and obviously wrong. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't recruit the right type of player in the summer, but look, let's be honest here. Bournemouth have not replaced their best players in what they sold in the summer, and they are struggling right now, big time. And when they lose Semenyo in January, I actually fear for them. I do. It's the only good thing you could say for Bournemouth right now, and I'm saying this seriously as well. They lose Semenyo. They're in this form with Semenyo right now. He's got 9 Premier League goals this season. He's third in the leading goal scorers in the Premier League, and they are plummeting down the table. They cannot stop conceding goals. It's only because West Ham, Burnley and Wolves are so bad that Bournemouth should feel comfortable right now. 22 points. They're 9 ahead of the relegation zone. If there was a better team in there and the bottom 3 hadn't been cut off completely from everybody, I'd be worried for Bournemouth right now. They're looking dangerously way too close. Forest, I don't think are going to be a problem. They're 5 clear of the relegation zone. I mean, they lost again today, and that's 2 wins in the last 5 for them and 3 defeats. They've got more than enough to stay up. They've got to start scoring more goals, though. They're one of the lowest goal scorers in the league. In fact, Forest are actually the 2nd lowest goal scorers in the league. With the players that they have got, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That's amazing. What a start that is. Just conjured that up now, actually, myself. Let's get some more comments in the chat as well. Hello, everyone who's just joining us at the half-time here. Lads, so we've got to score next half. That is from Ian there from UTV. Mate, I am worried. I'm concerned for Villa right now. I really am. It has been a really poor half. I wasn't impressed with Villa against Man United, I'm going to be honest. But today against Chelsea, really, really poor. Like, lacklustre is probably the way I could describe Villa. And you do miss a forward, I think, mate. Morgan Rogers is struggling. He's got no one to play off. And I don't know which way you would do it. You tell us, mate. You have Emery traditionally working miracles in the second half, but they genuinely look burnt. They genuinely look burnt out. Let's see what Emery can get out of them. This is where, like Lawrence said there, this is where Emery has actually earned his corn. Normally, he's a master of getting a reaction out of a team. So let's just see. I call him Dracula. He honestly is the closest resemblance to Dracula in the normal world that you can get. Even the way he talks. Am I wrong? He is, isn't he? I'm not being harsh there either. It's just it's the hair, it's the way he talks, it's his whole sort of like the way that he carries himself as well. It's just Dracula. I don't know if anyone else says that. Is it just me? Have I missed it there? Does everyone else think that? Am I an idiot? And Paula says you should be happy with 8th. No, Paula, we can't be 8th because Ruben will get sacked. He has to be in European football. 5th. That should be aiming for 5th. And we might make 6th. And because of the coefficient, I think we will then get Europa League football and we build from there. But I'm just worried about the players that we are targeting in the transfer market in the summer and not getting them, not in the Champions League. If you want Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton, you've got to be in the Champions League. Who is going to drop off? I mean, let's have a nosy at the fixtures coming up, actually, in the Prem. Is there anything that we can look at and say they're going to take points off each other coming into next weekend? Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Chelsea will win that on Tuesday, no doubt about it. Who else we've got? United have got Wolves, obviously, on Tuesday as well. Arsenal, Aston Villa. Oh, dearie me. That one is massive. I forgot all about that game. So on Tuesday, United are playing at 8:15 against Wolves. We'll be doing the watch along, but we'll have all of the other games covered well we do it as well, everyone. So, yeah, Chelsea will probably beat Bournemouth. I would say Newcastle would beat Burnley, but you don't know with Newcastle at the moment. Who else is in there that's going to threaten us? No one really. Arsenal against Villa is the big one. That one on Tuesday is massive. Crystal Palace, Fulham. Liverpool will beat Leeds, or will they? Don't know. New Year's Day. That could be an interesting one. Sunderland, Man City. Sunderland's home form. Unbeaten at home. That one there, that's interesting. That could be one where City might have a little bit of a slip. But I'm looking at the games there. There isn't anything that's really saying to me, big chance for United. Obviously, Arsenal, Villa, one of them teams above us is going to drop points there. So that's good. Moving on to the game at the weekend, game week 20. United have got the Sunday game, 12:30 against Leeds. So that's us. That one. What else have we got? Liverpool away to Fulham. Oh, on the same day. That could be interesting. Arsenal at Bournemouth. Don't rate Bournemouth at them. Villa at home to Forest. That's interesting. That could bring up something. And you've got Man City against Chelsea. Oh, God. So big ones coming up for Manchester. If we can beat Wolves, then beat Burnley and Leeds, then we could move into the top four there and be comfortably in the top four. I know that's a massive if, but the biggest games coming up at the moment now, obviously got this one with Chelsea and Villa now, and then in the week it's Arsenal versus Villa. That's the big game. And then in the weekend it's Man City versus Chelsea. Newcastle against Crystal Palace as well. That's another big one. So, yeah, in terms of the actual table and the games, they're the big ones that I see coming up. So, by the time we get to the 7th, the first week of January over, Arsenal, Liverpool. On the 8th, forgot all about that. There's another midweek game, isn't there? So, Burnley is at 8:15 at Turf Moor on the Wednesday. The following night, Arsenal play Liverpool at the Emirates. And then the weekend after that, it's Man City at Man United. And then after that, it's United against Arsenal. Arsenal's January is massive. Looking at their games, I'm sure we went through this the other day, but I'd forgotten all about it. But in January, Arsenal have got Liverpool, Manchester United, and Aston Villa. And I'm pretty certain they've got tough Champions League games in there as well. So January is going to be massive in terms of, I think, setting the table up, seeing who the movers and shakers are. I think January is going to be the one where we know who's really in contention. United need to take advantage of this because the amount of games for the teams above us that are in in European football, for instance, let's just look at teams above us right now. Arsenal, City, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, all in European football. That's who we're fighting against now. They're the teams that we're watching. They've all got European football amidst all of them games that I've just been talking about. So that's United's opportunity. Wolves, Burnley, Leeds can get maximum points from them. I know they're not going to be easy, and I'm not going to say that Manchester United can get maximum. We should be getting maximum points. I can say that about any game these days now, but I think there's your opportunity right there. With the games that are going on, the teams that are playing each other, with all of the European football on top of that, and United having a bit more of a break than the other teams, got to take advantage there. And United will be comfortably in there by the end of January. Then you're into February, and I think it's all settled then. I think that's when we're looking at knowing who is exactly going to be in the mix. Second half, not too far away, everybody, between Chelsea and Villa. Give me your comments in. Let's get into the comments section. Let's see what people are saying. Thank you, everybody who has joined us, who's in the stream with us right now. Get your thoughts and opinions in, everyone. Thank you everyone who watched the vlog, by the way, from yesterday, and all of the great comments on the vlog. I've been doing it a little bit differently in terms of the match reactions when I'm at the game, and I think a lot of people actually thought it was better actually with the last 10 minutes and how it went down, and doing the reaction as the game was going on. It was nerve-wracking. Wrong, you can see that in my reaction. Carl's in the chat. Hello, Carl. Didn't see you this morning, mate. Was you having a lie-in? You probably had a few drinks, didn't you, mates? Yes, good on you. Last night was a great win, but I didn't like the second half at all. Yes, we dug in, but playing like that won't win anyone over. And if we concede, the narrative on Amorim subs would have been appealing. Yeah, I said exactly the same thing. The fact that we did dig in showed that we got character within the squad, because we're missing so many first team players. We are, and that cannot be forgotten, against a very, very strong Newcastle side. But at the same time, I thought Ruben Amorim substitutes. I'm still going to go on about that. Look, we don't have to worry about it now because we won, but they literally scared the living crap out of me, because the game went to pot. When he made the Yoro, Casemiro and Sesko Xerxes changes, everything went crazy for Man United. I literally sat there with Kaz in the stand and we're like, oh, this could be anything right now. We need to get through the first 10 minutes of the second half. We did that. Then he changed things and it made it worse. And then we were literally just hanging on. We still managed to create the better chances as well. With Sesko off the bar, and Dalot should have scored. He should have scored that one. 12:30 again, Leeds on a Sunday, says Lawrence. It's always early against Leeds for obvious reasons. Anderson never won Player of the Month, but Rice won it when he was 18-19. Are we really bothered? Watkins is warming up now. I think that's needed. Are we really bothered who wins Player of the Month? I really couldn't care what trophies or what personal accolades Elliot Anderson has got. I would just like him in my side. There is a lot of Newcastle fans I know that want Eddie gone. They've had enough of him. I've seen a few more online, actually, recently, and I've watched a few saying it's time. I've seen Brian talking about it, True Jordef. He's had enough. I've seen Mate, he's been complaining. He's not really called out, it's from Magpie TV. He's not really called out Eddie Howe, but he's definitely not happy. And there was like an acceptance from Newcastle fans that they weren't going to create a chance in that game last night, and a weakened Manchester United. Thankfully, a lot of the Newcastle fans have said that United were weakened. Not actually liking the fact that they're saying that this is absolutely shite Manchester United side. Like, you are 6 points behind us in the league, lads, and you need to actually just get to grips with that first of all. Deal with your own problems. We were missing 8 starting 11 players, and you had a couple. So, yeah, not really worried about Newcastle fans' opinions, but it was good that some of them actually acknowledged the fact that Manchester United adapted last night to that Newcastle side, and how Eddie Howe was setting them out. So, yeah, they're not a happy bunch right now. There's still some absolute numpties on the radio, though, saying, talking like they had a great second half and were the better side. Yeah, in the second half they were. But did you see the team that we had out? It was scary. And that team that finished that game, I don't think I'd feel comfortable in any game with that Man United side. I think that's where you just got to give them a little bit of credit for what they did. Sometimes you got to grind out results. Arsenal have been doing it for weeks now. No one's minding about them grinding results out. Raya pulled one magnificent save off today against a poor Brighton side at the moment, who are in shocking form. So Liverpool at home to Wolves, and again, like Man City, they had to grind it out against Nottingham Forest today. So yeah, I'm happy grinding out the odd result. I'm happy with a clean sheet, to be honest. Clean sheets was probably the biggest thing that came from that game last night for United anyway. Well underway in the second half here now at Stamford Bridge as well, everyone. I will be doing the updates video. Sorry, I'm separating the news video for Manchester United anyway. Oh, has that not gone in? How has that not gone in? That should be 2-0. That should be 2-0. Neto is claiming a handball. Claiming a handball on Maatsen here, I think. Let's have a look. Ball over to the back stick. Oh, he does handball it, and it moves it away from Neto. Does it hit him below the sleeve? This is the only decision here now. Oh, it is forearm, that. I think they need to be looking at this. I think they might be getting away with it, Villa here. They have an handball. The ball's hit his hand and it's moved it away from Neto. So that is actually interfering with the flight of the ball, and his arm's not in a natural position. It's out. I think that's a penalty. Well, we're not great against us. Just 2 super strikes from Rodgers. They won't make top 4. I can't see Villa dropping off that much, but they do look tired here. And it looks like a very, very similar team, again, that's going out week in, week out. Like, I might be wrong. I haven't watched enough of Villa. This is the second game in a row now that I've watched, obviously, with United last week. So, starting to learn. Starting to learn a lot more about Villa. Few injuries could cause a problem. Garnacho bitching there. Shut up and shave your beard off. You look like an absolute muppet. Pathetic excuse of a beard. By the way, everybody, I won't be at the Wolves game at home at Old Trafford. I'm with you all here. We're going to be doing a watch along here on Forever United TV for the game. Kaz is taking Millie, a middle-aged girl. It's her birthday on New Year's Eve, so present for her this week. So Kaz is going with our Millie, and I'm going to be with you all here doing the watch along. So it's going to be I don't want to say stressful night. I don't want to tempt fate. I've got a feeling it will be, though. I'll be on my best behaviour, of course. Last time that we did a home watch along, we actually got a clean sheet, by the way. That was Sunderland. So you could say the omens are good. And we're actually going to get a good result. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to try something new out, actually, for the watch along as well. And so stay tuned for that. That will be interesting. Neto into the box. Lucky boy. Lucky boy. Wednesday night, Burnley away. Sunday morning in Leeds. There's a test for the depleted squad. Newcastle banked points will be value. No messing around with Wolves. No. Oh, Palmer. What decision from... Oh, he's done well there to win it. Tackled himself. Oh, and then a Megs. Just when I think Palmer's going to lose the ball, he just does something. I don't know who it was doing Megs then. I think it was Tillemans. So good. Well, he's definitely outshining Morgan Rodgers. The problem Rodgers has got in this game is Villa need to get a hold of the bleeding ball. Honestly, it's like 70% possession still to Chelsea right now. I know a lot of Newcastle fans that call Eddie Howgate due to their playing style similar to the ex-England manager, says Steve. Oh, hang on, Villa are in Chelsea's half here. Rodgers, the shot coming, and it's wide, it's poor. But it's an attempt on goal, deflected wide. Finally, Villa have actually registered anything meaningful on the Sanchez goal. Very, very poor. And honestly, Chelsea to get to as well as a stadium is crap. You always want your team to be having a good game here to make it worth the journey. But it's still a crap stadium. Right, Matty Cash, what have you got for the villains? Corner comes in. Sanchez, well done. Releases it quickly to Cole Palmer as well. Chelsea are already up. Oh, Palmer's in. Palmer's in. Squares it. Oh, I tell you what. That's actually great defending from McGinn there because Garnacho's got a tap in. McGinn has pulled one out there. Pull one right out the bag there. Brilliant defending and tracking back. Well played. Back there. Garnacho there. He's thinking, oh, I've got an open goal here. Nope. Well done, McGinn, lad. Nice. Right. Corner taken short. Chelsea still with the ball. Garnacho on the edge of the box. This is a shot, surely, from Garnacho. No. Played it sensible. And Chelsea wait it. Come on, Villa. You got to up the game a little bit here. All right, Carl. Hopefully you had a good day, mate. Hopefully everyone's had a great Christmas as well. Thank you, everyone, for all of your comments and everyone who's been on the shows throughout the Christmas period already. It's been very, very busy. Boxing Day and today, really busy. But positive, that's the best thing. Have a quick check on all of the news. If there's anything interesting coming out. Great when it goes quiet because it means they're actually well. Got in here. Just having a flick through, see if there's anything. No, it doesn't look like much. Look like much. Joshua Zirkzee news is still there. Talks are advanced. Has to wait it out till AFCON has finished. Games. Oh, he's pulled off a worldie. He was saved by mistake there. Reece James has tried to cross it. It's nearly gone straight in. Emi Martinez has pulled off a worldie there. Villa, honestly, I'm not exaggerating. I know there's a few of you watching the game as well, obviously, but tell me I'm wrong here, but Villa are literally hanging on for dear life right now. They cannot get out of their half. The second half has started. We're already 10 minutes into the second half. It started off exactly the same way the first half has. Chance to break here. Too slow. Tillemans and Chelsea win it back again. Oh, given away though by Enzo. Again. 4 up here for Villa on this one. Good chance. Buendia. Out to Rodgers. Is this the moment for Villa? Rodgers is in here. Oh, he's laid it to Buendia. His shot is blocked. Corner Villa. Signs of life. Signs of life at least. Right. Having a look at the new that I wanted to bring in. So I'm having a little play around with my software at the moment. Probably bring it in. Not with me on this game, but yeah, look out for it on day, everybody. Right. Devils Direct, hello to you as well. Hello, anyone who's just popping in. Cheers again, everybody, for jumping in on the stream with us. Again, just doing a bit of a rival watch here, so keeping an eye on Chelsea and Villa. It's not a bad result whichever way this goes, but ideally we could do with Villa maybe sneaking a draw out of this one. And then both Villa and Chelsea drop points. Reece James and Morgan Rogers are having a good old dance here. Oh, Reece James has got to watch what he's doing there. Like, literally, this is embarrassing. I don't know why Morgan Rogers is being booked. I honestly don't know why he's been booked there. Reece James is just doing it. Reece James is doing more than Morgan Rogers. I don't get it. Now Morgan Rogers cannot do anything, it would seem. Cross comes in, Sanchez takes it, and Chelsea are away again here. Have they played the cards right? Cucurella in acres of space. Slide the ball in. Neto was clean through, mate. He's gone Garnacho instead. And Garnacho blazed it wide. Where have we seen that before? Poor mistake there from Cucurella. Picked the wrong ball. He needs to get his head up. Neto is clean through. He's played the easier ball to Garnacho. And Garnacho, of course, sends it high, wide and handsome. What a crap player. Oh, here we go. Freedom fighters coming on, Reds. Jadon Sancho for the club that he's also played for last season. So we've got Ollie Watkins, Jadon Sancho, and Nana coming on. I'm going to do Nana coming on for Aston Villa now. Strong changes apart from the Sancho one, of course. I wonder what kind of reception Sancho would get from the Chelsea fans here, actually. Villa are poor and not threatening Chelsea at all, says Andrew. Good for us as we can end up above them, but we want to end up above Chelsea as well, Andrew. So that's why I would take the draw. Malem's coming off. He's done absolutely zilch in this game. He has been pointless. Honestly, he's not done anything. McGinn is also off the pitch. So Buendia, Malem and McGinn are all off. Anana, Sancho and Ollie Watkins are on. Decent changes for Villa. Anana's going to add that little bit of bite in midfield. Bit more strength. Don't know what Sancho's going to bring. But obviously, they need that forward. They need that Ollie Watkins type player on the pitch. Villa. Maybe that will change them and give them a bit of a focal point because nobody's been getting... Oh, Reece James did get a yellow card as well. So, that's probably fair. But yeah, Morgan Rogers needs that link. He needs someone to feed off. That's what he's been lacking. Yeah. Devils Direct. Yes, indeed, mate. Let's hope that this finishes 1-1. A good result for United, this one. Chelsea have just been really physical and at it with Villa. I said it before, though. This is pretty much how Villa played against us. Please give the video a like as well, everybody. If you're in there and you haven't liked the stream yet, please do. Oh, yes, I love seeing that. Victor Lindelof with his arms open like, who am I going to pass to? Mara with a shocker there. Villa's passing has been absolutely atrocious again today. Garnacho's out wide, into Enzo, into Pedro. Who gives it away? One pass too many. Trying to score the perfect goal. Pull the bleeding trigger. Unless you Garnacho. Nice break here for Villa. Brilliant move. Watkins into Kamara. And it's a save from Watkins. It's a save from Sanchez, sorry. Wow, that could have been the moment. Villa have committed a lot of men forward as well there. And Chelsea can't take advantage. Poor. Good save from Sanchez. Nice counter-attack from Villa. Watkins involved straight away. Kamara had made the run forward. He should have taken it around Sanchez there. If he takes it around Sanchez there, Sanchez flattens him because he's coming out that fast. That's a penalty. And that's a game-changing moment. Poor choice there from Kamara. Lindelof's on a dart up the pitch here. All that talk of a title charge for Aston Villa against us at weekend. If they lose this one, it's just going to dwindle away. Table's on the screen for everybody as it stands as well. So this is with the results staying as it is. Chelsea go 4 points behind Aston Villa with the win. Chelsea need this. 1 win in their last 5 previously. Villa are getting a lot more of the ball there. The Watkins changed and Watkins is in! And Watkins has scored! What a substitute from Unai Emery! Instant impact. We said that they needed a forward on the pitch. Villa are coming into the game. I just mentioned it. And Chelsea's dominance has been for absolutely nothing. 62 on the clock. It's 1-1. Ollie Watkins, super sub. The changes have absolutely changed the game. Unai Emery, again, has pulled it out of the bag here. Brilliant. Anana's involved as well. He picks the ball up in midfield, stopping the ball through into Kamara, into Rodgers, who slips in a lovely ball to Watkins. I said Rodgers needed that player. I mean, he's a little bit lucky with a finish here, I think, Watkins. I think it's a double ricochet. He takes it well. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, he hits it. It hits Sanchez. He comes back off the shins of Watkins and into the goal. You just got to be there. In off the post as well. Villa level. And Emery's doing that Dracula dance down the sideline, punching the air. He's done it again. Wow. What a manager. You've seen it coming. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't that hard, was it? He had to change something. It wasn't working. Now, it's looking really interesting because now we will see the reaction from Chelsea, who have been wasteful. But Watkins and actually having an out-and-out striker on the pitch has changed the outlook here for Villa. Marlon was doing nothing. Watkins has come on already and been in the game. Like, Villa have had the best 2 chances of the half. And they've only had 2 shots. Now Maresca's on his walkie-talkie. He's starting to feel a little bit concerned again. I said it, look, 1 win in the last 5 up to this point in the league for Chelsea. It now looks like it could be 1 win in 6 for Chelsea. Oof. Villa, I've got a spring in the step. Oh, they're in again. Oh, my days. Villa, where has this come from? They've been awful. Desperate defending from Chelsea. All came down Garnacho's side. Didn't track cash back. Again, Garnacho found wanting. I love it. I absolutely love it. Go and shave your little bum fluff chin off, Garner. Muppet. Again here. Villa are finding every single pass 20 times easier now. That goal has given them a new lease of bleeding life. And now Chelsea are chasing shadows. Lindelof's making marauding runs. It's like the old school Manchester United cast this. Lindelof, Sancho, Garnacho. My God. All of these players on the pitch that used to be at United that we all hated and wanted out of the football club, they're all competing for top 4 Champions League, and it made me sound like an idiot, don't I, saying it, but I wouldn't take any of them back. Oh, no, you couldn't pay me to take any of these players back. Honestly, though, Villa right now, even Sancho's taking the mick here. He's marauding forward here like Cristiano. Rodgers. Oh, no, they're in again. Oh, save from Sanchez. Chelsea are falling apart. All over the place. Oh, my days. Maatsen should have scored. He should have scored. He's got to keep that down there. A good save from Sanchez. But Villa are absolutely battering Chelsea now. They've had more shots on target than Chelsea, I think, now. Which is scary considering how the half went. The madness. Corner to Aston Villa, though. Tell you what, goals change games, don't they? This one. Wow. Villa have levelled the corners up as well. Oh, what a ball. How has Tielemans pulled that out? That's the best Megs I've ever seen. He's just played a 20-yard Megs through ball, dissecting two Chelsea defenders and taking the keeper out of the game. What a pass. Right. Another Tielemans corner. Oh, he's giving it away. He's tried to play a short ball and he's got them in trouble here. Oh, Palmer's got space. If he sees João Pedro. Oh, well cut out. Well played, Boubacar Kamara. Villa are back in numbers well there, to be honest. Good play from, I believe it, from Sancho. Nice passing this from Villa. Got to dig it out, though. Where's that killer pass? Oh, what a turn from Rodgers. That's going to be Chalobah in trouble. Yellow card, yep. Game on. Last 23 minutes. This is going either way, this now. If I had to bet now where it's going, it's definitely going to Villa. I mean, look at the stats all of a sudden on that one. Chelsea were dominating. Villa did not register an attempt on goal until about the 55th minute. And now they've got more shots on target than Chelsea, who have dominated this game. Absolutely dominated it. And now it looks like it's Villa's to win. Don't worry though, Chelsea. Here comes Liam Delap. João Pedro is off. Chelsea's goal scorer. Garnacho is off. Of course he is. Crap. Cucurella is also off. It's a triple change. So, Delap, Gittins and Gusto are all on the pitch for Chelsea. Boom! Sit back and enjoy this now. This has got the makings of being a bit of a humdinging last 20 minutes now. The confidence in Villa's game and passing out from the back here now, though, and scoring that goal is ridiculous. And the ball over the top has opened Chelsea up again. Oh, Watkins. He's in. He's got his shot off. He's saved from Sanchez. Oh, my God. What a substitution Unai Emery's made here. It has literally changed this game. Like, Ollie Watkins is scaring Chelsea to death here. If you're not watching it, I'm sure most of you are, by the way, but I cannot tell you how different this game is since Ollie Watkins has come on the pitch. But this is how managers rest and nurse their players through periods of the season. And this is exactly what Unai Emery will say he was doing by not having Watkins in from the start. There's pings an absolute peak out to Rodgers. Goes through him to Watkins. Watkins just knows where the ball's going to be. Difference of having a striker on the pitch to someone like Malem. This is the perfect example of it. Tielemans, great turn. That's going to be a foul. Oh, Caicedo. Another yellow card for Caicedo. That's a given, isn't it now? Oh, another yellow card as well. One for Delap. He's only been on the pitch 2 minutes. We swerved the bullet there, didn't we, Reds? all this guy's done since he's been at Chelsea. He's been injured and get red cards and yellow cards. It's quite funny, actually. Yeah. The lap was late on Anano, and Caicedo's just stopped Tielemans running through. The ref's just done a double yellow. Yellow cards are flying in this game now. Caicedo, it's not Caicedo coming off, but Esteveo's coming on. Ah, Cole Palmer's coming off. He doesn't look happy. Oh, he's saying something. Does not look happy at all. So, Maresca's pulling the strings from up in the stands. See if he gets a reaction. Tell you what, though, Rodgers is looking like he fancies this free kick. Somewhat 30 yards out. Chance to upstage Cole Palmer here. Are we going to get another one of them Rodgers moments again? See, just steps up. Holy shit, that was close. Wow. Good strike. Sanchez flapping at that one there. I say about a foot down, and that's top bins. Good effort from Rodgers. Lucky son. Past 17. Let's check out the chat. Let's see what everyone's saying. Game's changed, people. Definitely, hasn't it? Super chat in from Nutrition 1995. Thank you very much, mates. But Newcastle United chose Eddie Howe over Emery. Laughing emoji. Wayne the Reds in the chat says, arrogant Delap didn't want to come to United because he wanted European football. He's never played in Europe, gonk. I love football banter. The best. Delap's old man was better with his long throws, to be honest. Yeah. Rory Delap, God, remember them. Hated them days at Stoke. Ferguson ground out some serious results at Stoke. Chelsea's midfield in this game has disappeared in this last 20 minutes. Gittins has got Cash backing up. Chance for Chelsea here. Enzo, oh, is he going to get a free kick? He is. Oh, this is in a very dangerous position now. Cole Palmer's gutted that he's off the pitch now. He would have been all over this. I think he just clips the back of his ankle here as well. Yeah, it's a foul. It's a foul. Never getting away with that one. I was better looking, says Babs. Good one, Babs. Looking at your commentary, Adam, sitting here pissing myself. Garnacho getting roasted. Mate, seriously, I don't like the guy at all. I mean, we did that. There's many people in the chat who was on the video the other day where I brought up what the Telegraph was saying were Manchester United's best 10 transfers post Alex Ferguson and the 10 worst transfers post Alex Ferguson. And Jadon Sancho was top, of course. Honestly, everything that was wrong with Manchester United is playing in this game right now. Clinging on to players that weren't good enough, Lindelof. Hoping and bigging up academy players that weren't as good as what everybody was saying. Garnacho, guilty. I'm not saying I'm not. A part of it, I love the academy. You all know that. And I would always try and hope that the academy players coming through would be the next best thing for us. It's a brilliant story. And of course, the worst transfer in the club's history. Wasted money through poor recruitment. Everything that was wrong with United's last 10 years on this pitch, playing for teams above us in the league. How ironic. Reece James into the wall, wasted. Plays it back out. Chance coming in here. I still got it. Gusto, Enzo. No goal. But yeah, in terms of that one, mate, I don't like Garnacho at all. I think he's an absolute slime ball. And what finished it for Garnacho for me was seeing them pictures of Garnacho's brother, the agent, walking around Stamford Bridge, taking selfies and pictures like he owned the place, in a pair of pants and an untucked shirt that looked like it was twice the size of what he needed. Honestly, oh God, I was so happy that has got nothing to do with my team and my club anymore. Absolute disgrace. Can you imagine Sir Alex Ferguson coming into a negotiation with a player? Ben Foster said this on his podcast, and he were looking at them pictures of Garnacho and Garnacho's brother at Chelsea. And he was saying, can you imagine Sir Alex Ferguson was in the room? He'd walk in the room and he'd say, who the fuck is this? Out. Nothing to do with you. Out. He'd kick his brother out. Oh, I wish someone would do that now, this day and age. I'll tell you what, this game now, though, last 13 minutes here, Chelsea have just about clawed their way back into this. They've got a little bit of possession back, and they've got a bit more of a grip of it again. They'd lost it completely about 5 minutes before, but intensity's gone up from Chelsea, and they're winning the ball back high. They've got 7 forward here. There's a chance here. Neto, edge of the box. He's looking for the shot. Oh, and then Rodgers gives it away. Esteveo's in a great position here. Oh, Rodgers gives the corner away. Oh. Just seems like both teams now are getting nervous now. They're going for it, but no one's wanting to make that mistake. And it's another yellow card. Oh, Carl's put a question in for you all. He says, here's a question for you all. That's how I knew that Carl was putting a question in for you all. Here's a question for you all. Do you think Erik ten Hag would have done better under Ineos? He tried when he came in. He tried when he came in to change at the club, but wasn't allowed. Ineos would have let him do it. Ineos wouldn't let him do it, I don't think it was. The problem with that, Carl, I'm going to tell you this straight away now. No, not. Because he is run by SEG. He is run by his agency. And that's why there was a big problem at Manchester United with how much say Erik ten Hag had and how much say that agency had at Manchester United. I was told stories of how they were walking around Carrington thinking that they owned the place, that agency. And he was a big part of that. Big part in bringing in Rasmus Højlund. And it was a lot of what was wrong with United. So under Ineos, to answer that question, no, because they're actually wanting to run the club properly. And this just goes to show how poorly Man United were actually run before. And that there is why Erik ten Hag would not succeed. He would not have succeeded. I think, and what I said before in the video, and the video's coming back out again tonight, and I want everyone to answer the question because I'm going to go in on it in the morning with some of your responses on it. So when the video comes out after this live stream, everybody, it's the question, why now? Ruben Amorim changes things now, and he's learnt just now, in time to save his career at Manchester United, I think. Just about. I think it is going to change under Ruben Amorim now for the better. And it's because he's seen the light a little bit as well. And what Andy Mitten said is massive for Manchester United going forward, and what's been reported from inside. The club expected Manchester United to change under Ruben Amorim in shape-wise. It's like somebody's had a say. So watch that video back later on when this live stream finishes, everybody. That will be out later. Chance for Chelsea, chance for Chelsea, chance for Chelsea. Oh, I tell you what, Gittins has done well since he's come on. Been really positive down that left-hand side. I'm not just saying that because I don't like Garnacho, but he is getting a lot of success down there out of Matty Cash. Obviously, he's doing what Garnacho should have done when Matty Cash went onto that yellow card. Just run at him. Run at him. Can't tackle you. He's not going to jump. He's not going to overcook it. And I think that's Chelsea's angle here right now, and that's what they should be doing. All right. Corner for Chelsea. In swinger. Oh, good head off him. Onana, I think it was. Yeah, needed to, because that was going to be very similar to that Reece James corner from the first half that went straight in. Off João Pedro's ass. Right. Another corner. But not quite beating the first man. He's got a chance to put it back in here. Played it out to Gittins. Caicedo. Oh. All Chelsea again all of a sudden. Changes from Maresca has changed the game as well. He's definitely hit back on what Unai Emery's done. A couple more changes for Aston Villa as well. Kamara's coming off. Matson is off and Dina is on. Mara is off. Bogard on. Totally agree, Adam. We're well short of them embarrassing human beings and the family / agents were come good, mate. I mean, I'm just happy that we've actually got a club that's actually running. Oh, Watkins, chance. That ball's squaring through to him. He's backed up by Chalobah. Watkins has gone round him. He needs support. And it's gone out for a corner. Just couldn't squeeze it through to Sancho. Good chance for Aston Villa. And Nana again playing a massive part in turning this around. It might have been Bogard, actually, who just played that through there. Chalobah goes to ground too early there. Sells himself way short. Watkins has absolutely terrorised Chelsea's defence. Would not be surprised if Villa snuck this one right at the end here, you know. Skynet says we need to sell Xerxes as soon as possible. We too many mistakes like this. Ralph kept Lingard when we had 10 to 15 million guaranteed. Then Lingard was crap. Oh, it's in! He scored from the corner! Watkins! 2-1 Villa! The run continues. Can you believe it? From that corner, Villa turned this around. Dare I say it, people? Title contenders, Aston Villa, from the brink of, I don't know what the word to describe that first half or first 60 minutes of this game. Until Watkins came on, they were pitiful. Watkins has come on this pitch. What a header. Bottom right-hand corner. Where is the marking there? Gusto shocking. Can see Watkins from the start. Maresca is absolutely going to be doing his nut with this. Ollie Watkins, what a striker. Villa from 1-0 down, not been in the game at all. Substitute Watkins has made it 2-1. And Emery's heading an invisible ball on the side of the pitch. Dracula's at it. Fist pumping. Said it. They needed Watkins. I said it in the first half. He had to get on that pitch. As soon as Villa put a striker on it, Chelsea have completely capitulated. What a result for Aston Villa. And wow, you've got to give them credit. They are grinding out some results right now, Aston Villa, aren't they? 2-1. When you think about this, actually, I said this at the start, if there was a team that was going to win it, and I didn't want any of them to win, but if I had to choose one team to win this game, it would be Villa, because I don't think United are fighting for top 3, but we can be fighting for that 4th and 5th place, and this helps us massively. This helps us a lot. Chelsea dropping points again. Like, Maresca's in trouble here. He's in big trouble, because Chelsea are now out of the top 4. They're level on points with Man United. Actually, United have gained points on Chelsea this weekend. They've pulled the 3 points back that they were ahead of us, and the goal difference as well by 2 now. So, wait a minute, close him down. Good block. I tell you what, Emery's first substitutes in this game, Amadou Onana and Ollie Watkins, have transformed this game completely. My God, what a manager. Chelsea now, oh, they're going to be absolutely ruining that dominance that they had and not taking advantage of that early doors. Wow. Sancho in with a chance of winning the Prem. Garnacho in with a chance of winning the Prem. Dominated Serie A. Højlund might win Serie A. Rashford might win La Liga. Just saying. Don't give a shit, Sean. I don't want them at my club. They can win whatever they want. Yeah, I'm just going to say it now. Garnacho's not going to win. And you forgot to mention Lindelof there as well, mate. Because he's playing for Villa as well. Our centre-back right now. Honestly, credit to Villa. I haven't got a problem with them winning anything, but wow. They are the real deal. Their form, that is ridiculous. Someone's got to stop Aston Villa. Can Arsenal do it? Will Villa do Arsenal in the next week at the Emirates? That's the big one, isn't it? If Villa get through that, then you have to look at them as genuine title contenders. Villa are coming forward again here. It's 4-on-3. This is getting embarrassing. Sancho shot saved by Sanchez. Wow. Honestly, what a game. And look at the shots. Look at the stats. Villa didn't register a shot until about the 60th minute. And now look. Look, let's just bring them up on the screen again now. Where are the stats for this? Pause it on there. Got double the amount of shots on target Chelsea had. They've only had 37% possession. This has been all since Emery changed the team and brought the substitutes on. Brilliant performance. Another corner to Aston Villa. We're literally into the last minute now, and it's all Aston Villa. I cannot believe it. Look at them stats. 400, just short of 500 passes compared to the 300 of Aston Villa. 63% possession. They dominated the first half. Deserved to be going in 1-0 up. Oh, Sanchez has to make another save. Wow. 7 shots on target. Oh, what's happening here? I think Sanchez has handled the ball outside the box. He's all going wrong here. All going wrong for Chelsea, this. And Villa have got a free kick right on the edge of the box. But do you know what? Sanchez has been doing this. He runs to the edge of the box and then he throws the ball out. Only this time, he's run to the edge of the box, slipped and carried the ball out with him. And now, as we enter injury time, Aston Villa have got a free kick right on the edge of the box in a absolutely lethal position here, which can seal the game. But all this is doing is just ticking the clock down and running everything away from Chelsea here. This is crazy game of football. All changed from Unai Emery. Tell you what, Villa, brilliant without being brilliant. How can you go through 60 minutes being so crap? Only 5 minutes of injury time as well. How can you go through 60 minutes of a game of football being so crap and then look the way that Villa do? Now, you've got Morgan Rogers here into the 2nd minute of injury time on the 18-yard box with a free kick. You were down and out, losing. Not even had a shot on goal for the first hour of the game. And now you're about to hit what is probably going to be the 8th shot on target if Rodgers gets this on target. If he scores from this, then Chelsea fans will flood out of the stadium. Oh, it's Dino. Andy, save from Sanchez again. I said it would be on target, didn't I? And now Sancho's summoning his inner Cristiano now. Chelsea can't get hold of the ball. I tell you what it does do, though, doesn't it? It shows you that if you stay in the game, anything is possible. Chelsea just cannot dig out results. In fact, let's have a quick look at Chelsea's form. See, Chelsea come forward here with Estevao. He's all after bringing Cole Palmer off as well. That's going to be a decision that's really going to be scrutinised by Chelsea fans, no doubt, on Maresca. Pressure is really mounting on Maresca now. Cross comes in from Gusto right into Emi Martinez. So Chelsea's games, let's just have a little look back. So they beat Barcelona after beating Burnley. That was great. And then they drew with Arsenal. So them 3 games there, you're thinking Chelsea had turned that around. They then got smashed by Leeds. So there's 1 game. Drew 0-0 with Bournemouth. So there's 2 Premier League games. They then managed to beat Everton, which they needed to do, which is their 1 win. They did Cardiff in the Cup, so again, little mini revival. But then they drew with Newcastle and now losing to Aston Villa at home. So it's not good enough. 1 win in 5, Chelsea, and dropping out of the top 4. That is definitely in Chelsea management terms a sackable offence. But good news for United. That means that we are now literally level points with Chelsea and pulling the goal difference back to just 7 away from Chelsea now. And Chelsea have got some big games coming up as well. Quickly, let's just check, because Chelsea are the ones that I think we can catch now. So let's have a look at Chelsea's games coming up. So they've got Bournemouth at home. Damn it. I'd say that, though, like a lot of averages would say Bournemouth have to win a game sooner or later. Maybe it's going to be Stamford Bridge. I don't know. But then they've got Manchester City on the 4th and Fulham away on the 7th of Jan. So that there is a local derby with Fulham. Fulham great at home. 2 wins in a row recently with back-to-back clean sheets for Fulham. So that's not going to be easy. Before that, you've got Man City away, which they're not going to win. So realistically, they need to beat Bournemouth on Tuesday. If they don't, they're in serious danger of dropping out of the Champions League top 5 race, because Man United are right on their tails here. And we play on the same day. So we both play on Tuesday. United at home, Chelsea both at home against Bournemouth and Wolves respectively. And then the weekend, United play Leeds. And the same day, Chelsea play Manchester City away. I think it's a great opportunity for United to actually catch Chelsea in the next couple of weeks here. If we can just concentrate on winning our games, and I know that's a big if for Man United as well, but like I said, we're never going to be out of this race for European football with the way that this league is panning out here. There's so many teams taking points off each other. And it's like Aston Villa play Arsenal as well in the same week. It's working out well for United. We need to take advantage of it. I think we've got a great opportunity here. Great opportunity. Just win our games. Let's beat 2 newly promoted sides and a team that's already relegated in the next 3 games. I think Caicedo's going to get... Someone's getting booked here. On the sidelines, he's getting booked. I think it's the Villa set-piece coach. He just kicked the ball on. Caicedo did well not to boot it at him there, because he'd have been bleeding red-carded as well. All right, time is up. This game has got to be over, ref. We're already well over the allotted time. And that is it. Aston Villa have beaten Chelsea. Amazing comeback from them, from being absolutely down and out to bring this back and win the game. What a result for Unai Emery. Aston Villa are serious title contenders. They're 3 points off Arsenal, and they've got Arsenal coming up. Wow, what a game that is going to be. In fact, let me just double check that that actually is Villa's next game. I'm sure it is, Villas. It is on Tuesday at 8:15. It's Arsenal versus Aston Villa. And Villa can, in fact, go level on points with Arsenal. This is a serious title challenge here from Aston Villa. But what it has done for us Reds is completely open up that Champions League. For us, 4th and 5th are more than up for grabs right now. There are 3 points between Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United now in that fight from 4th and 5th. I think we're well and truly in this, Reds. It's going to be a mad one, this. London, thank you for the gifted membership. Let me know in the comment section right now, everybody, if you are live with us, whether you think that this weekend has shown that Manchester United are actually in this Champions League race. Let's not forget, this week marks the halfway point of the season. When we play Wolves on Tuesday, it's halfway through. If we are where we are now, we beat Wolves. Let's just say we beat Wolves on Tuesday. United at 32 points. We're in 4th and 5th. Is that Man United officially in a Champions League fight? Halfway through a season. You've played everybody. You've got to be in there, haven't you? That's got to be you officially in there fighting for the Champions League, surely. Is it not? Galvatron says, I can see Sunderland getting something out of City. If that happens, City will be more determined to beat Chelsea. City are playing Chelsea soon as well, like we said. It's, again, like people also pointing out in the chat there, them drop points against Bournemouth, Everton and West Ham at home. Oh my God, United would actually be in the title race if we'd have beaten them teams at home. That's scary, that. Considering we were in front, what was it? In front 3 times against Bournemouth. That's crazy. That's crazy. We were in front against West Ham. Should have beaten them. The amount of games that United have lost the lead in this season, them points that we've dropped. Wow. That's crazy, because that would have been a completely different looking league table right now. It really would. This weekend has shown that anything is possible for Manchester United now. That pretty much is it, though, for the Rival Watch, everybody. Thanks for watching. I am going to be knocking out the other video a bit later on. That's going to be coming up on the changes that Ruben Amorim has made behind the scenes. Make sure you get involved in that, because I will bring up your comments in the 8 o'clock morning show tomorrow. The schedule is back here on FUTV. We enjoyed our Christmas day, but football is back with a bang. And United are well and truly in the race for this Champions League, everybody. Get your comments in on this live stream as well on this Rival Watch. And, of course, make sure you tune into the extra video coming out a little bit as well. Thank you, everybody.